Hey everybody, welcome to the Dust Homestead. My name is Josh, and as the year's coming to a close, 2022 is about to be gone and heading into 2023. I'm feeling hopeful and hope that next year is better than this one. Now that's not to say that this year was bad. I'm just hoping the next year will be better. So we're recovering from our rainstorm, and the mud is turned into frozen ground. And boy, Margie's getting pretty big there, isn't she? She's looking very pregnant and catching up to her big sister. Huh. So I kind of believe that basically any year can be improved on in the following year. And that's the mindset I got right now. I wouldn't say that this year's been terrible, and I wouldn't say it's been great. However, I have high hopes for next year, and we're gonna try for the best and see what happens. Hopefully we can carry on and maybe even succeed a little bit. Let's see, how many curled tails do I see? I got 1, 2, 3 out of this batch. You see that little curl right there? So we got 3 males there. There's another one right there. There's a 4th one. So we got 4 cayuga males. It takes a little while for the male ducks to get that curl anyways. Just thought I'd count them. So as far as next year goes, most of these in here probably won't be with us throughout the whole year. They have another important thing to take care of that they may not know yet, but they're going to become food for some people and become sustenance for someone else to continue living. And that's just part of the struggle of being a homesteader, is unfortunately that's what we have to do. And of course, I've talked about that several times here on the channel, and it just is never easy. I was just talking to my wife about it earlier today, or maybe it was yesterday, that sometimes I struggle with the knowledge that some of these animals are, have a due date where they're going to be going to the freezer, and it kind of makes me feel weird about having to know what's going on there. I'm sure that is with a lot of people, but we know what the deal is, so we just have to make our way through it. So a similar situation here with the pigs. Unfortunately, we know that they're going to be some food, and we get accustomed to having them around, and they're fun, and we like to scratch their bellies and whatnot, and they enjoy us. And so it's kind of a hard bit of knowledge to know. And it's one of the burdens of doing this. Well, Daisy spends a lot of time in the chicken coop. I don't think it's for herding chickens. I think it's for eating chicken poop. You little dog, aren't you? Is that what you're doing? Is that what you're doing? You eating chicken poop? Oh my goodness, okay. Oh, poor puppy. And you can see that the turkeys are going to make it to the new year. So all in all, 2022 hadn't been that bad. Kind of quiet, calm. We had some things happen that wasn't the best. However, that's pretty usual in life. Life tends to do that to you sometimes. So you just roll with the punches, as they say, and get up and fight another day. But we're looking forward to next year, thinking that we're going to have some good things happen. Like we have a lot of little cows that should have little calves in them, so we should be having ourselves a little herd of calves running around here in a few months, and feeling pretty excited about that and feeling optimistic about the outcome of that. Then of course we're growing the Idaho pasture pigs for the first time, and looking forward to seeing that come to fruition, and excited about what that could bring. And hopefully in the future, if it works out, we'll be continuing that, maybe on a breeding program. And as far as our bird program, I don't know what we got going on with that, but maybe plan on doing some more Freedom Rangers, and we might do 2 batches of them. We were pretty happy with our Freedom Rangers last year, and looking forward to possibly going down that avenue again, and there she is in the chicken coop again. And I think she likes moving them, but she also likes eating that stuff. Daisy, get out of there. Let's see, another thing I didn't mention about the low lines. We're hoping to get a couple steers next year out of these low lines, because we have yet to raise a low line steer to butcher, and so we haven't ate one yet. And that's one thing I'd really like to do, to know if we're headed in the right direction on our little program here. And I believe it's going to be fine, but we'd hope that out of, how many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pregnant low lines maybe, that we end up with some steers, and we can start working on some steer meat there out of the low lines. So hopefully, I think we will. Oh, and FYI, our little triticale hay has not been a very big hit with the cows. They eat it reluctantly, and of course, you know, some days that's what they get. And honestly, the steers over here as well, they just don't like it that well. They prefer that alfalfa, and I'd prefer to keep them on that alfalfa grass, so that's what we're going to try to do there. But bonus, the birds like it. But then another thing that happened that we didn't realize is these pigs right over here, them pigs down there, I mean, they just slop that stuff. They love it. They love the little grains in there and everything. So that's been a real nice treat, and that's probably where we're going to concentrate most of that hay over here next to the steers, is in the pig pen for their food, and it's cutting back on our little slop we have to give them, so it's working out. Daisy, come on. Come on, let's go. Get out. Out of the chicken pen. Come on, go out. Oh, you can't act cute. You got to go outside. Okay, there you go. But then you come right back in. All right, Daisy, come on. Let's go back up. Go on. Don't act like it's just torture. Let's go. Come on. Go out there. So we have lots of things that we'd like to try to accomplish next year, and some ideas rolling around in my head that I'd like to do, and we'll see what happens. I know some things we can and can't do based on other situations, but we're gonna mull it around and figure out some kind of a plan, hopefully. And of course, we'll always just be on God's timing on things, and I guess let him lead us wherever we're supposed to go. Although sometimes I try to force my own issue, probably more times than not. So we'll see what happens, and I'll bring you along with us as we discover all the new things we can do. But thanks for coming along, guys. I will see you next year. Happy New Year. Talk to you later.